Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you a day in the life video. This is going to be like a combination of just what I'm doing during the day. It's like some exercise, some garden. Yeah, so if you guys like this kind of video and you liked watching what I did in this day, let me know down below. We're going to start off by making Clayton some breakfast, making some coffee. I loved the oat milk creamer, but I used it all and I'm trying to use up what I have before I get any more. But here I am just taking some time to read my Bible, and let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would try a day in the life. I'm not really experienced in doing day of the life videos, but you know what? Why not? Let's just jump into it. Let's jump into it today. Today is Monday. You will have already seen I made Clayton breakfast this morning, just 2 fried eggs and some bacon and a piece of toast. On the weekdays when Clayton goes to work, I'd really like to make it a habit where I get up and I just spend a few minutes reading a chapter or two in the Bible. I got my coffee. I put my exercise clothes on and just let the dog out. I'm actually going to turn the sprinklers on and sit out here for a few minutes. Just to wake up a little bit more before I go out and run. If you're new, hi, my name is Mandy, and I have recently put in my 2 weeks notice at my job. I was working at an elementary school as a computer teacher, and my husband and I decided that I needed to stay home with my kids this year. My kids are both teenagers, both in high school this year. My son is a senior. He's 16, going on 17, and my youngest is 14, and she's going to be a freshman. My oldest, Jessica, has moved out and is working full-time. So I just felt it on my heart and could see that my kids just needed me at home and not at a job where I'm gone 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. And while I was home, you know, just tired. So that is what I've done. I think I'm gonna look into like some kind of delivery service today. Maybe just trying it out like a couple days a week. I'm hoping that'll just kind of offset my grocery bill. Because we all know that just keeps going up and up. Everything's more expensive. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I have a couple things that I would like to get done, but you know, that never happens. I find that even though I get up early, going out and exercising and then watering, it takes up a good chunk of my morning. And honestly, when I come home, I need like a little bit of a break, and then that takes time, and then I only have so much time. We all only have so much time in the day to get things done, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, all right, I'm gonna go. All right, so a little slow today. I have a like a pulled muscle on the back of my thigh, and it was really hurting while I was running, but still did it. So I need to sit on a heating pad or something. We're gonna pick some tomatoes before we go in because I have quite a few again, and I want to preserve them instead of them going bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and can up another jar of tomato sauce and probably tomato juice. Seems like it's going to be every couple of days until the tomatoes are done and I can replant them. So let's do that. Also, the kids want to go to our nearest park, play some soccer and catch and stuff. So I'm gonna take them over there to get some exercise after we bring the tomatoes in. Oh, that one's split. Gross. I think it's the water that makes them split. It's not very consistent watering. Sometimes I forget it's on and I don't set a timer, and I think it's on too long at times, so that is why it looks like that. Those are nice. I feel like the Better Boys did the best this year. Sorry, something was in my hair. That one split too. It's okay. We can still use them. Got some cherry tomatoes in there, but I've been eating those on salads and stuff. And they're kind of a pain to make sauce out of. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one too. Nice. So probably one more round of ripe tomatoes. If you can see, there's some right there. And then I'll have to wait a little while until my newer plants in the front start putting on tomatoes. They're starting, but it's just gonna be a little while, but that's okay. I think I have one in the other side of the garden. Let's go over there. Oh no, maybe I baked it yesterday. But you can see these are gonna be ripe in a couple of days. These should be ripening up pretty soon. I wish I knew what this was, because you can't really like see here, but it's such a pretty tomato. I don't know, some kind of determinate tomato, but okay. Oh, and over here, look at that. They're a little small because the plant is kind of small, but they will still be good eating. Also, my cucumbers are really starting to put on fruit now, but I noticed that there's these little beetles all over them, and I looked it up, and they are cucumber beetles, and what they do is they put like a bacteria on your plants that make your little baby cucumbers shrivel up like that and not grow. So I have ordered some spray. I like to not use spray if I don't have to. Oh, there's one right there. See it? Yep, there's 2, 3. But I'm gonna have to spray them because I'm not gonna water these things for the friggin' bugs to eat them or kill them. So that's what's going on with those. There's a neighbor child screaming. Sorry about that. There's a zucchini right there. That's exciting. And one of my zucchini seeds came up right there. Over here, I've got lemon cucumbers, a Bait Alpha cucumber, Better Boy tomatoes, and these are Marmandy tomatoes. I talked to Clayton about a few more zucchini plants, and he said, well, why don't you just like make a bed out of some of these blocks over here and plant a couple zucchini plants in it. And I was like, Yes, please. So, oh, I haven't even showed you guys. I didn't do a June garden tour. I actually did, but it ended up being so long I decided not to share it. But I pulled out all the pole beans and I planted 3 rows of bush beans this way. And then right here, I planted 3 rows of pole beans. And then all the way back there, up along these sunflowers, I planted pole beans. And then right there, I have 2 rows of bush beans. And as they pop up, I'm gonna move the mulch back over them and then make another row, probably 2 more rows of bush beans. I absolutely loved having the bush beans. Same thing right here. I'm gonna move all this mulch over when these pop up and plant some more in there because the bush beans just did the best producing wise. Oh, and I took my 2 cherry tomatoes out of my bed over there because they were shading out my bell peppers. And I think this one is definitely gonna make it. It's perking back up. But this one, it's looking real sad. So we will cross our fingers and hope. I guess if nothing else, I might just cut the top off of it and keep watering it and hope it like shoots off some new growth. But yep. Might as well do a little tour, right? These are the yellow bell peppers. They're starting to lighten up. Really exciting. This is a different variety. It's like a striped bell pepper, but everything's still green. Some of these tomato plants are still growing and producing tomatoes, which is really exciting. I cut out most of the sunflowers because they are shading everything else out. I have this pepper. I don't know what it is. I thought it was a jalapeno, but I don't know. Jalapenos aren't usually like wrinkled like that. It almost looks like a banana pepper or something. I don't know. We shall see. But I have been picking a lot of jalapenos. And I think here pretty soon they're going to start taking off again, but I am still getting some blossoms, which is super exciting. I'm hoping this tomato is a San Marzano. It's kind of getting like that egg-shaped, it's kind of getting egg-shaped like San Marzano tomatoes. So I'm hopeful for that. What else? Look at this. This giant tomato right here, and there's not one tomato on it. Basil's perking up now. It's getting sun. This jalapeno plant, it's got see that one right there? It's got new jalapenos growing on it, which is exciting. It's getting kind of shaded out by this cayenne pepper, but it's getting some peppers on it too. And I have these just sitting in here. They're actually in a pot in the dirt just to keep them cool. But like I've said before, when this tomato's done, I'm going to be planting those 2 right there. And that's about it. This bell pepper has really bushed out in the past couple days. It's got some blossoms on it. If you remember, this was all bush beans shading this pepper out and this marigold. So it's finally coming back. This pepper is getting more blossoms on it, which is exciting. And then this little guy, I'm hoping to fill this bed in with a lot more dirt. And I think I'm gonna try digging it up and replanting it a little bit higher because he's just too far in there. So there you go, garden update. Let's take these tomatoes in and I'll show you how many I have in the house. I did some sauce a couple days ago with like a bowl full of tomatoes, and I got 1 quart of tomato sauce and then like a pint and then some tomato juice. But you know what? Every little bit is worth it. Well, I was gonna empty the dishwasher, but I'm starving, so I want to eat something before we leave. This is a 000 strawberry yogurt, I think, or a mixed berry. This is like Cheerios Crunch or something, and then I just put a couple pecans on there. I'm gonna eat this, and then we're going to leave. Are you ready? Okay. All right, I just cut up all those tomatoes and put them in this little electric pot. It's actually an electric fryer. I'm gonna let them cook for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to strain the juice from the pulp, and I'm gonna take my immersion blender and I'm gonna try blending this all up with the skins on this time. Usually I boil the tomatoes and then take the skins off, but we are gonna try something different. All right, and here I'm just straining the tomatoes. I like to can the tomato juice for like rice or soups, and then I have the sauce separate. We like our sauce pretty thick, so I try to drain off as much of the tomato juice as I can. It's not a science. It's different every single time, but it worked out. And now I'm gonna do some dishes, which I don't usually have to do very often, but the dishwasher was full and I wanted to get these done so the kitchen would be clean. So I'm just filling up the sink. Like I said, I don't do this very often. You generally, oh yeah, and these Amazon sponges, they are not worth it. I feel like the cheapy Walmart ones are better than these. But anyway, like I said, dishwasher is full, so I'm washing these dishes by hand. Actually, it was pretty relaxing. Like, I don't wash dishes very often, but it was kind of nice to sit there and wash them in the warm, soapy water, and it was easier to clean out the sink because it already was full of hot, soapy water, so that was nice. Now I'm getting the hot jars out of the pot. I'm sanitizing them as the water like comes up to a simmer. And then I just take them out and fill them up. I put the lids and the rings on them after I wipe the rims. This is really easy. If you guys are intimidated by canning and you would like to try it, I suggest you just try it. Like, there are quite a few things that you can water bath can, which means you don't need a pressure canner. And I mean, you can try, right? Like, here I'm doing like 3 cans of tomato sauce. Jelly is really easy. That's what I started canning. I started canning jelly. I used to can a lot with my grandmother, but I was really young and I didn't really like pay attention. But I'm really enjoying getting into it now. So there you saw, I just decided that I didn't want to can a jar that was not completely full. So I emptied that quart into this pint and half pint. So I've got 2 little jars of sauce and 1 jar of juice. And here are these stupid rings. These rings fit on different jars. So there's a Ball brand and a Kerr brand, and I have both. And the rings they don't fit on both. You can't use a Ball ring on a Kerr jar. It's annoying. And here I'm just showing you, I'm putting them in the pot. I'm gonna let this simmer for 40 minutes and then take them out and put them on a towel and they will be done. Super easy. I'm going to make myself an iced coffee and I'm going to take a shower and we will see what we do next. I really wanted to organize and clean my laundry room today. It's only 10:39. I already have 9,882 steps. This is why I can't do anything. I'm tired already. I'm ready to just sit on the couch and relax, and it's only 10:30. Anyway, I'm gonna make myself clean this mess up. Oh, I gotta take something out for dinner. I have to redo the meal plan too because that's just a mess. I was gonna make smoked chicken legs tonight and I didn't take the chicken out, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I don't know. Can't have hamburgers because I don't feel like making buns tonight. I made some sourdough sandwich rolls over the weekend and they were amazing. We had them one night with sausage and pepper sandwiches, and then the last night I made like cheesy garlic bread out of them. So good. But I don't feel like cooking that much today, so it's probably gonna be, I'm gonna take some chicken breasts out. We're gonna have some barbecued chicken tonight. I'm like out of vegetables. The only thing I had was tomatoes and I just canned them all. I have a quarter of a head of lettuce. I have a head of cauliflower. I think I'm gonna roast that in the oven with some carrots, even though I'm the only one that likes it that way. I don't know. I have some green beans that I froze from the garden. I think I will do some bacon and green beans and potatoes. I also need to clean out my fridge. On Wednesday, it will have been 2 weeks since my big stock up haul. And of course, last week I did another like mini stock up haul. But I want to clean out my fridge and see what I absolutely like need. And then when I go to the store, just get the things that are on sale and things that I like really need. There's not really a lot. It's mainly like fruits and vegetables. I kind of have an ongoing list, but it's not stuff that like I have to have right now. I don't feel like stocking back up this week. I feel like it's just too soon. Maybe that will be like a once a month I'll stock up, and then like the every other grocery haul should be like smaller. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just feeling it out, seeing how it goes, trying to spend less money. I feel like I spent a lot on food for these 2 weeks and I really would like to cut it back. Although I got all that meat, which is going to help us in the long run. I don't know. It's so hard to decide what to do. Okay, but for now, I'm finished cleaning up the kitchen. I think I'm gonna watch a video while I do that, so I will not be recording it. I'll show you before and after, and then iced coffee, and then shower. That's all we're putting on the list for now. All right, so before and done. It's as good as it's gonna get. That still has a few minutes and it has to cool down. I went and picked the last of the sunflowers, put them up there, freshened it up, and that's it. I'll find someone to put those away a little bit later. All right, I'm gonna eat really quick because I am hungry. This is some leftover like loaded potato casserole that we made last night, and then Clayton smoked a half of a pork loin, and I'm going to heat this up and eat it for lunch. All right, I took a shower. I am so ready for an iced coffee. I did go pick up this latte the other day at my local store. They're still on sale for $4. I just got one though to get me through till it was time to go back to the store. And this is my last blueberry cobbler. I don't know how much iced coffee I'll drink when it cools off, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably order another one to put in the garage fridge. Perfect. All right, and here's what I made for dinner. These are just some garden green beans that I stuck in the freezer. I sauteed them up with some onions and bacon, and then I threw a can of potatoes that I had canned around Thanksgiving when they were really cheap. This is so delicious. It's probably my favorite side dish. And in the Instant Pot, I just made like a homemade, I don't know, I call it a rice pilaf, but I don't know what signifies something as a rice pilaf. I don't know if you can see there, but it kind of like stuck to the bottom this time. I'm not sure why, but I just browned the rice in the Instant Pot with some olive oil, added some chicken bouillon and some Mrs. Dash and some parsley, and it was really, really good. I also marinated some chicken. I had some lime juice, and I just added some seasonings, olive oil, vinegar. It was really good too. This has become my go-to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down in the comments if you like this type of day in the life video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.